Well, hello everyone. Now we're going to get started on, Aries. Not Aries, air signs. Gemini-Libra-Aquarius. How y'all doing? Let's talk about it. Let's get down and see what's in your energy, what's going down with you. We need to talk about it. What's going down? Like, share, and subscribe this video. I would appreciate it. Show a little love and kindness. It goes a long way. And keep your head up, and all black magic return back to center where it came from. Won't penetrate to my defenses. It is blocked. And here we go. Let's start out by Gemini. What's up in the door? How life treat you? Let's see what's going on. Gemini, let's see what's in your energy. What kind of energy you working with? Let's see what kind of energy this Gemini working with. What's going on currently in your energy, Gemini? Gemini. Okay. We have here selling out. Someone with a 1. They feel like someone is a sellout. Somebody's selling out. And someone here, they soul mate 14. Somebody says they sell out. Somebody 14. There was a soulmate that sold out on their soulmate. Somebody was a sellout, and they need to unleash their creativity, their creative side, the 31st. Someone need to release, bring out their creativity side. So someone was a sellout. They sold out their soulmate. In other words, they could be bought. Somebody sold out their soulmate. Somebody 14. What's this unleash your creative side? What's this sold out? Sold out. We'll go back there. One more card. What's going on? Release your creativity side. One more card. Something about the Phoenix of the Rising. There was a lot of magic being done on you, 32. Someone could have been 32. There was magic being done on your creative side to make you, wanted you to let go of your creativeness or what you're trying to pursue. To 26, somebody could be, they were trying to make their soulmate let go of what they're trying to do. They didn't want them to pursue their dreams and go forward. This particular person, they sold out. Okay, give me some more. Give me on this sellout. Who's the sellout? Give me something about this sellout. Somebody sold out on their soulmate. Give me something about this soulmate that sold out. Who sold out? See, they had to learn to self-love themselves. This person didn't self-love themselves. And this person said they're open to receive now because they, when they sold out on their soulmate, now they want to come and receive. But there's passion and there's chemistry between the two of you. And there's a soul tie and there's a reunion coming here because there's a divine intervention. So there was something that was put on the divine dimension because somebody sold you out. So divine put a pause on it because somebody sold out their soulmate allegedly. Somebody could have been birthday on the 14th or in their birthday. Somebody sold out their soulmate. And that's why divine is putting a pause on it because they sold out. Sold out your soulmate. You sold them to the highest bidder. And now you're going to pay for it. Now let's see. What's going down with Libra? So the biggest problem, somebody's letting go of a sellout. And they got to let go of that. What's going on? Because they sold you out. Libra. What's going on with Libra? So it's a divine intermission. They're going to intervene. What's going on, Libra? Libra, there's a person there who wants to entrap you, 34. Somebody's 34 years old, is trying to entrap you in something. What's going on with this entrapment? Somebody's trying to entrap you in something. Libra, you or somebody around you is trying to entrap you. What is this person trying to entrap you to do, Libra? This person wants you to, but you need to have faith. The 22, somebody could be born on the 22nd. They don't want you to have faith. They want to entrap you to not have faith. Somebody could have been born on the 22nd. Pay attention to the signs, the 10. Somebody on the 10th, you need to pay attention to the signs. So you don't make a hole in your soul, 36. Somebody wants to put a hole in your soul. They don't want you to be able to unleash yourself. In other words, somebody's trying to put a hole in your soul. What's this person trying to put? They have a hole, trying to put a hole in your soul. What's up with this person is trying to put a hole in your soul? Someone here that sexual art. 3-3. Someone was trying to do sex magic, allegedly doing sexual art, and trying to keep you binds and keep you in a hole, so you won't go forward to go further what you need to do. That's why I said people need to go with that alleged sex art and that sex magic. It ain't about what it is. Because it'll be turned back to center immediately at it's done. I ask for justice and judgment on this, because this person should not be trying to trap this person with sex or sex anything. Because it's not cool. It's just not cool. Nobody don't deserve to be in a hole in their soul because somebody's trying to tie it to them to not go further, to have faith, to believe in their dreams, and trap them. That is not cool. With sexual magic and use sexual art. So they want them to be in a hole. No, thank you. Me pass. Let's go over here to Aquarius. Aquarius, what's going on with you, homie? What's going on, Aquarius? In your energy. People using sex magic, trying to do that kind of stuff. It says here, discover your life purpose. 29. Somebody needs to work on. 29 years old could be part of it. They need to work on their soul purpose. What is your soul telling you want to do? What's your soul purpose? What is your soul here to do? It's what you need to tell yourself. My soul here to do. You know, you're going through 6 cycles right now. Somebody may be going through 6 cycles to find out what they're supposed to be doing here. Because their soul's trying to tell them something. See, someone here wants sexuality before. Someone here is going through a sexuality problem. May not know what they want in their sexuality. Someone is kind of confused, allegedly, with their sexuality. What I mean, they're playing both sides. They don't know if they in their sexuality and they're playing like they're not. What about this sexuality? This person's trying to play with, and like they don't want nobody to know their real preference of what they sexually really want. Because someone has a sexuality, they're not telling everything. Someone's not being all the way truthful. And they took the wild card on the 15th. Thought they was going to take the wild card on somebody that's a beauty on the 17th. They tried to think they was going to take the wild card. So, somebody here needed to heal their inner child. 16, this person from the 16th, something happened in the past. And they need to ask for help from above, the 27, so they can heal their inner child. Because that's what's holding you, somebody with a 3 from their dreams. See, they're not trying to heal from that stuff, so they go through rejection on the 13th. They get rejected a lot because they be procrastinating on the 8th. Somebody be doing a lot of procrastinating and saying they love somebody on the 28th, but they faced with temptation on the 19th because they need to say what they mean on the 18th and mean it. You know, and self-love themselves. 24, somebody need to learn to self-love themselves and understand family and tribe. 20, they ain't going to always be in your want to heal that. There's some family people, 21, need some healing, see? And some people in their home, they don't want to heal that. Somebody 35, they don't want to take off their mask. They hide that they have wounds from the past on the 11th. And their pride gets in the way. Somebody on the 7th, they have a lot, they like optimism. Somebody 25, they live like, how teachable are you? Why are you self-sabotaging yourself on the 2nd? Because you don't have no courage, the 30th. See, someone plays victim consciousness on the 12th. They're always being a freaking victim in sadness on the 5th. And they want finances, but they play like a victim. But they need to be more patient on the 23rd. That's their problem. They have no patience. You have to be patient for money to come in. If you can't heal what you need to heal, why would they give you anything? Because you're not doing what you're here to do. In other words, you got to heal that inner child. I don't care if you're confused about your sexuality. That is not nobody's fault. You should know you shouldn't use people and you're going through the motions of which one I want to do. You should at least be honest enough to tell it. Now, what's going on? Who's going through this sexual situation where they have confusion with their sexuality? Because someone is very confused about their sexuality. In other words, they hide it. They don't want nobody to know what they really prefer. You know, some people be down low gay and they're not telling nobody. They want to play that role like, well, I'm not gay because it's hard for people to say who they really are. Because they want to use the situation. They don't want to have to give up another to use it. So that's why it's divine timing. Divine is finna step in on this one until somebody starts telling the truth. So that's why they're getting detached and feeling cold-hearted situation. Because the divine is finna tell the truth. And in Venus, they're going to want to apologize for trying to do all these control tactics and trying to run you and not let you, take the situation like, they're trying to control something. But apology don't cover it all. When you know you lying, you need to make decisions. You can't go in deep in because of child wounds that you need to heal that's going on in your life. You're going to put somebody else in it and you think you're not going to be exposed. But because you have a hot and heavy in your attractions to things that you don't want to, that you regret. See, you're attracted to hot and heavy things that you're going to regret. And you want to break through with somebody. But it don't work like that. You got to learn honesty is the best policy. If you confused with your sexuality and you playing both parts of the fence. See, someone here, they was integration in the past. Someone was with a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries in the past. They tried to play with this person and sabotage this person, but it went in the reverse because you can't sabotage somebody that know what you're doing. This person already knows. There's a message coming about this. So there's going to be some karma you need to balance out about lying about your sexuality and not healing your inner child. And you're a phenomenon. Somebody's a phenomenon and this cycle is completed with the same stupid shit. Ain't nobody gonna keep putting up with that I don't know who I want sexually or I don't know what I want. This person already knows. You act confused. And if you wasn't confused, then you're gonna regret it because they're gonna intervene because you're not gonna tell the truth. You're gonna play that game like you all square and you not. You got feelings for a man or somebody else you sleeping with, and then on the side and you think you're not cheating because you're sleeping with a male. That ain't cool. That's gonna come out. I don't care if it's a family member. So is this a family member? Somebody sleeping with a family member? Or someone in their family? Yeah, this person be watching and spying on you. This person watches you. And this person, they be watching you, okay? This person is in vanity, and in their harvest, they were action. They was in their shadow side. Somebody was in their shadow side, and they wanted to make seeds with you, but they thought they could deceive you, and they thought you would be fearful. And shoot, ain't no fear about being, if you got your sex. That's why your wish ain't coming true, because you think you playing somebody. You can't leap to freedom when you're playing somebody. You can't. You're not going to leap to freedom on this when you're trying to play somebody. Most High said you ain't playing nobody. I see right through you, and I don't care what you say with your deception on your fake, your love of, you think you're going to play that role that this person ain't going to know. There's contracts coming. You don't want this person to transform either, but they going to. There's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn don't want this person to transform who they is. They want them to retreat from and isolate their thoughts and don't want them to surrender. And this person need to change and have courage and stop being in fragment energy. This Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio need to come out of that and stop doubting themselves with this masculine that is wanting comfort zone and clinging on to parties and 3 dates. And there's a Gemini-Libra-Aquarius here that's very abundant, but they be guarded, and they don't want to go through their rebirth. That's the message. They listen to delusions myth, and they need to have compassion and face the truth. It's time to self-love yourself. This person don't. And you need to take care of yourself, this twin flame. Because this family is committed to sin, temptations, and trying to get you deception, get you tricked off. You know what I'm saying? So you guarded yourself and you're activating your higher self because you're growing. So you're going to have unexpected change because the ancestors is here stepping in with this dishonesty stuff, and they're going to separate the situation because somebody's lacking and they're not telling the truth about their past, reflection on stuff, what they're doing and what they celebrate in the past. They're not telling about it. They're not being honest. And so there's not going to be no unity, and this person's going to celebrate because this person's in the North Star, and people know that, and people want to evil eye this person and do toxic patterns and stalemate, and remembering this person going through awakening and the stability, and they're just finding their self-worth, and it's going to come anyway. The sun's going to shine on it. You can do what you want to, but this person's going to be in their star mode whether you like it or not. You can't touch the divine. And that's what people's problem is. They want to touch people's destiny because they're gay or they're deceiving themselves. Well, I'm going to play like I want you. And then when you play that, you don't even be attracted to this person. You're basically gay, and that's you gay for pay. That's just that simple. And ain't nothing wrong with some people are bisexual. And they act like there's something wrong with telling the truth. I don't get it. I really don't. It's something wrong with telling the truth. You rather run around with a lie. And you're going to plant seeds with a lie. And there's so much deception going on. Everything pretty can be evil as hell. Just remember, if it's pretty, you can plant seeds in something you can't get out of. You won't plant seeds in somebody that want to love you, and then they want to go over there and sleep with a same sex. And then they ain't telling you, and you get AIDS and stuff because you're not being careful. You're putting too much trust in some people. That's what I'm being told. Don't put trust in it, and it's time to close that off. That sex magic, all that love magic, and that fantasy shit. Let's get to the real deal. Stop lying to people. If you want to prosper, stop lying. Look, best sex of my life. I'm addicted to you. Somebody says you're the best sex of their life. That's what I like to hear. A text, a call that's coming about you being the best sex and time of their life. But they were stealing from you. This person was named Teresa, allegedly. They was trying to steal from a spiritual healer. But they didn't want them to collect their money. But justice is coming for this person. See, there's a K-I-L-L-E-R in your neighborhood. So you need to be careful. Somebody running around trying to take you out because this is a cheater. And yes, this is a cheater. The cheater, confidence is the key to success. It says this boyfriend or girlfriend was married couple. Why are you sleeping with your niece behind somebody's back? Somebody was sleeping with somebody's niece behind somebody's back. Somebody on Social Security is something about these names here. And some names here. It was doing this. They was sleeping with somebody. This is Logan, Martin, Mike, Michael, Maverick. But anyway, all these names on here. There's a destiny style that might pass away allegedly. For you acting like a fool, you need to stop acting, because this person was a destiny star and they was acting like a fool allegedly. But somebody says, why are you sleeping with this man or lady, kinfolk? Somebody was sleeping with a man or lady and said, watch out, I forgot my key. Somebody gonna play if they forgot their key and come back. This mom adopted 3 kids and dropped them off at the park. They said, make a wish on what you want, Taylor. Somebody named Taylor, allegedly. There was a Campbell involved here, allegedly. They didn't want to let go. See, somebody had car problems and they put nails in your tires. See, back in July, they kept putting nails in somebody's 56 tires. This was in the past. I promise I won't break your little heart. They lying. They'll do it over and over again. Pay attention to the details. An uncle is not telling the truth about, but they going to want to tell the truth. Somebody says, hell no. Something about 2000. Back in 2000, they lied on me. It says your lover, boyfriend is a narcissist. Awakening. Somebody's awakening is coming soon. Somebody, they love the color green in the past. They says waiting on you to open up about your crimes, and anybody can open up no crimes. The person already know. They said run away. Somebody's gonna run away. It says you have insecurity issues. So last name is Watts. They said self-belief and hard work will always pay off for success. They didn't believe that. Someone that says someone is very unique. You are different. It says, in all the world, there is no heart for me like you. In the world, there is no love for me like you. Somebody is saying. Somebody says karmic family fighting and arguing. Oh shit. Somebody says a black American light-skinned person was putting magic period blood in your food, allegedly. Watch out. The youth did it. Someone named a Taurus that was putting stuff in your food, allegedly. It was a Taurus doing this. What else? Something about I need a new car or, a new motor in the past. Somebody was trying to keep this person carless. But legacy, there's a Leo having a baby by a family or a friend. It says your dreams need a practical plan. It says why you lying about what happened that day when somebody was raped crime 12 years ago may have happened or something, or 12, something about someone is going around taking people out in their homes, so lock your door. They will get karma for trying to hurt earth angels on earth. Somebody's getting karma for hurting this earth angel. They says the child don't like discipline, but this child gonna learn to like it. That's a lie. See, it says cutting the cord to ritual needs to be done. This person did cut cord and do a ritual cutter on all these people. See, this person was releasing sadness. They didn't want to. Somebody was putting magic spells and voodoo on this person. It says the word is written for your comeback. The world is waiting for your comeback. You can begin again right where you are. It says every day is a chance to start fresh. Your best days are still ahead of you. There's a real twin flame finna come towards you. Somebody's a karmic relationship in the past. You are being investigated for poisoning somebody's man, this man or lady, jail time coming. Somebody's being investigated for poisoning you. A mom's death in the past, allegedly trying to, but it didn't happen. This is why you taping me. That's a sad case. This is a dead man walking. Somebody got an I in their name saying your psychic gifts are very strong. It says they like to be service to people. It says a Libra in the past is lacking intuitive in the past. Bless your little heart about these gifts. It says, yes, you will know what you need to know. Somebody named somebody named Betty has a lot of bad anxiety. See, someone was trying to cause you a heart attack, but it didn't work. Went back to center. Like, share, and subscribe. Ain't gonna work, homie.